Greetings, I am Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And
let's play a game together.
Alright, well, we are back in the hospital again, and, Rena's done freaking out from recovering. If that sounds weird, it sounded weird to us, too. Alright.
Yay. Hi.
Rena, that's amazing.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't know what to do if we lost you. Between I lost you, we lost you, between we are all here, I am here. There's a lot going on here.
It's a little all over the place.
We're gonna get out of this hospital together, remember? Because you swore you'd kiss me if I blackmailed you from a win. My recovery depends on you, Rena. Please don't give up. Why does his recovery depend on her?
What?
Because of what Granny Baba said, probably.
I guess.
And people. She definitely will not give up, that's for sure. Although she will remain under observation for a few more days.
Don't worry, we'll skip right past those.
I say, even though you're sure that what happened to her was a major jolt of recovery that knocked her out.
Right.
You've gotta examine or keep an eye on her. Okay, I see. Louisa looks around the room.
Oh, here comes the doctor. Best if we get up now. Up for now. Out for now. I don't care. Getting up and out, up and at 'em. It's time to have her checked up.
All right, everyone gets up out of Rena's bed and, sneaks out, I guess.
It's really important.
I understand. But Mr. wasn't in the bed, just the nurses. It's okay.
Just the nurses. Oh, that's you.
Oh, sorry. Rena, please get better. I'm counting on you, okay? Rena struggles to raise a thumb. The hardest of the most difficult of thumbs ups.
No need to worry about me, mister.
After exchanging another round of farewells, we exit the ICU. Even though, we're allowed to be there this time, we have to get out before the doctor gets there. It's okay.
It's fine. So, how are you feeling?
I feel great, Louisa. The fact that Rena's wide awake, it makes me so happy inside. Why do we always specify these things like nodded her head inside? Just happy inside. Can't I just be happy?
It's fine.
Hi. It didn't change to Mickey. She's just talking from behind our wheelchair.
Hey.
I'm not the jolly type, but I do like celebrating. Really. Isn't this swell, Louisa?
You put out the emphasis on the
I
wrong
know.
syllable.
Louisa.
There you go.
Miki shoves herself against Louisa and makes puppy noises. What? What are puppy noises? Isn't this swell, Louisa? I don't know puppy noises.
Yes. It is nice. Show my fingers. What are you doing?
I don't know. So happy. Rena is not dead. Miki is now rubbing her cheeks against Louisa. Both of them. Noom, 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 noom. What are we doing here?
Oh, I know what we're doing.
What are we doing?
So it's a thing sometimes that you do in basically harem animes or in animes where you're going, look, two hot girls and watch them touch each other.
Oh,
it's
God.
the girls smashing on each other kind of thing going, oh, but that's cute. Even if they're doing weird crap. Yeah,
it's you get to see girls smushed together. Okay. So rubbing her cheeks. I can just see this sort of thing if I smoosh my face. I just stick my face in your chest and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's how you get both cheeks against her quickly.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's motorboating. It's fine.
Excuse me, this is actual sexual harassment. Thank you.
No, this is a thing we can do for our job, I'm sure.
Oh, well, I mean, in terms of our job.
Wow, this is awkward to watch.
Yeah.
Louisa, I'm supposed to act as though this is extremely uncomfortable for the benefit of the audience.
Oh no.
Miki notices me watching them and quickly sidesteps away from Louisa. I don't want you to see me harassing Louisa. Put Louisa's boobs back in place. Let me just straighten those out for you. Sorry. Hi.
Anyway, mister, what are you planning to do now? That we've already had someone else ask us that. It's fine.
Yeah. What am I going to do?
Go
anyway.
To the bathroom.
I walk outside for a while. I cannot literally walk. Oh my God, he can't walk.
This is literally a plot point.
It's
fine.
Pink.
This is why I say it doesn't actually matter. Really doesn't matter. He just walks when he feels like it, and he doesn't realize what he's doing.
What he's got is like either like a massive inability to feel pain and they're drugging him poorly, or like his nerves were seriously damaged. He just forgets sometimes that he has to be in the wheelchair, so he just stands up and walks and just, has a tough time with his leg. I feel like given these options, he really would just be like, walk outside for a while. I can do that, and they hopefully will correct him. I guess I'm gonna go walk outside for a while. My heart is still pounding like crazy. Some fresh air would be nice. Well, in that case, I'll be heading to the cafeteria to grab something to eat. Oh, was that a decision between who to hang out with? Because we know Miki likes food?
I guess?
I don't know. And that's the cake thing. Do you want a slice of cake, Louisa? How would we have possibly known?
I'm quite full, Miki. Thank you for the offer. I consumed Rena's flesh. I mean...
Stuffed even, at all times, but not in the pregnant way.
Disappointingly.
Damn. Miki smiles and hungrily runs in the direction of the cafeteria. Oh my god, so we can run to deliver news, run to eat, run because of a psychic emergency. Everybody runs.
It's okay.
New headcanon, they're not actually wearing platforms, they're just wearing roller skates, and they don't actually run, they just skate really quickly. This is a nurse roller derby, and they're just zooming down the hallways. That way there's less falling and less of a trip hazard, because, skates are made for those smooth floors.
It's fine. You're going outside, huh? To the garden?
Where I will walk on my legs.
Yes. Yes, you will.
Right. Yes, Rena's favorite place. It is full of flowers and butterflies and plants. Perhaps it can also help me relax for a bit.
Forget the gardens. Come with me.
I guess that was a choice between two nurses, and I had no idea what that was.
Neither did I.
Uh-huh. Where are you taking me this time, Louisa? You already took me away from the senior elder Alzheimer ward and to here, and now you're taking me somewhere else?
Somewhere you haven't been before.
Been to...
A whole new world. That's where we'll be. Just you and me.
Oh. I love the idea of being alone with her. Never mind. Where? Louisa places a hand on her waist. I imagine it's sort of that hip cock thing, but I don't know.
Enough questions, young man. Just follow me.
So you're not, actually gonna roll me there. Oh, okay. We enter the elevator, and for the first time, we get to see their interpretation of an elevator.
Hi.
There's a basement. I bet it's a carport. I'll bet you it's just a parking garage. All right.
Honestly, that would be really goddamn funny. Look at this brand new place. Louisa,
it's beautiful down here where all the cars run, isn't it? Kind of full of, fumes and the smell of, burnt rubber, but sure.
It's wonderful. Okay.
It's kind of hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Why isn't the air conditioner on? Louisa presses a few buttons. Not just a button, a few buttons.
A few.
And the elevator starts to ascend.
Oh boy.
Angel returning to heaven, it's fine. Are we going to the top floor, Louisa? Are you going to push me off the roof?
Yes.
Oh, that way I'll be staying in the hospital longer so that you can stay with me?
Totally. I'm not saying anything until we're there. Unless you want me to ruin the surprise. And then I will say lots of things. And they won't necessarily have anything to do with our conversation at all, but I'll say lots of things. And they will all ruin something in your life.
So
like your parents hate you.
Things. What?
Nothing.
I thought well, in that case, let's, boom. All right. Boom! Here we go.
We're stuck in the elevator. Oh no! Who could have foreseen? Alas!
The elevator has stopped.
Oh no!
The elevator abruptly stops. I'm still unaware that these are deliberately contrived circumstances because I'm young and gullible. Their job has never been easier.
Them No, it really helps when people really just want to believe the fantasy. It doesn't mean you're gullible. It just means that you're here for the experience.
And you're invested in it, and we provide that.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, why do you call them gullible? They're just good also at play
They're
acting.
great customers.
Hang on! I
Ah.
shout for reasons. We feel ourselves shaking. Is there an earthquake outside?
Yes, a whole entire earthquake. A quake of the earth.
Then
In the sky.
everything becomes still. The treehouse was spinning faster and faster, and suddenly it stopped. Everything was still. Completely still. If you ever read The Magic Treehouse, I hope you had flashbacks.
Ah.
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 Oh.
Oh.
Oh. That little filter. Oh my god.
That was so funny.
It was really good.
Oh, that song was
What
great.
happened?
Huh? We've stopped. We're not moving anymore.
And the dark, scary music is back again. It's fine. Louisa tries to press the emergency button, but it's really hard to poke the small buttons with her soft, gloved fingers.
And also,
It's
she
just-
gives me a great upscale shot because this is clearly the point
Uh-huh.
of what's going on.
'Cause we need to be-
Upskirt shot, I should say.
As she leans over to punch buttons, she tries, but she keeps missing the buttons. It's really challenging.
She's a really bad button puncher. Anyone? Please? Can you hear anyone hear us?
I see her.
I grabbed the phone. Oh wait, I leave the phone on the ringer because there is actually an emergency phone, as far as I understand,
In the panels
some
in
elevators.
most elevators.
Yeah,
In most large building elevators, especially elevators with emergency services of any kind, you usually have a
Yeah.
phone in the elevator. But skyscrapers, it's pretty standard as far as I understand, as well as any emergency facility. Can anyone hear us? I look at the walkie on the back of her dress. I don't point out that it's there.
I look at the fanny pack and see the little antenna and go, mm-hmm.
I've seen
Yeah.
her talk on the walkie a lot of times, but I figure she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she's got it. It's
No
fine.
one answers.
We must be stuck between a rock. Between somewhere behind concrete.
What? That's why the button doesn't work after I tried to push it.
A wired electrical signal is
It's okay.
exactly why it's not working.
You
bet,
betcha.
honey.
I don't even think the elevator's camera is working. Do we know the elevator has a camera?
How do you know?
I've never even been in the elevator before.
Darn this hospital! They can afford expensive equipment, but not a state of the art elevators.
Yep, not one
I really
elevators.
thought I was misreading that,
Nope,
but I wasn't.
It's one elevators, my friend. You must read it correctly.
A state of the art elevators.
Thank you.
You're
It's very
welcome.
important. I've never seen her so pissed off.
I'm so angry. Oh, I shall stomp my feet. Stamp my feet.
She stomps her foot angrily. That is definitely the angry face. She looks just distressed. I am so angry. Ha!
Feel my anger.
Is angry in pretty?
Anger's in pretty. I'm not
Anger's in
saying pretty
pretty.
people can't be angry. The reason why we're playing this up again, if you guys don't recall, is just purely the fact that we believe this is a sex worker hospital, and as we
Yes.
mentioned earlier, every scenario is contrived.
For
they're
titillation.
For
and the general soft boner experience. It's fine.
Or the hard boner, you never know.
Whatever you like, but basically the nice, soft core, but never the hardcore.
Yeah, because this game otherwise wouldn't be on the store where it is. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I would say, but the thing is you can have just softcore sex work, and that's what they do. Right, silence envelops the four corners of where we stand. What?
I was trying to make that sound really melodramatic. Did it work?
Silence envelops the four corners of where we stand. Mister,
We
you're in a
stand.
wheelchair. Why are you standing?
It's okay.
Him stands in front of his wheelchair. Oh, she looks so sad. You went from pissed off to devastated in 2 seconds flat. Okay, I hate awkward silence and being alone. I think I better talk to her, right? I need to come up with a good conversation starter because, having talked about consent in Dr. Barton's office and having developed a hand-holding relationship and her being able to lean across the desk and crawl into your lap isn't going to be anything that's going to help you talk to each other.
Nope, not at all.
So, she's just about bawling in front of us. Since we're gonna be here for a while, I assume with no empirical evidence, what do you say I get to know you? when I'd already said, I'm so excited to get to know all of you.
I'm so excited. I haven't spent any time getting to know you.
Louisa looks at me with surprise. Although I've said that the nurses are my favorite thing about the hospital, and that I really like her, and that I just want to get to know her. She's surprised I want to get to know her.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh, yes, she's surprised for the proper reason. Never mind.
But I thought we already know each other.
Good
You've got
job.
everything,
One
mister.
piece
All information.
of consistency. One piece, yay. Well, yeah, well, we do know each other, yes, but I was thinking of asking you something personal. Remember when we didn't know each other, and I asked you when you were making my bed if you wanted babies? Like that.
Let's do that again. Which is?
I think of a question at the top of my head.
I love that it's at the top of your head.
It's not off the top of my head, it's just there, waiting. I will reach up and grab it.
Yep, that's fine.
I gotta speak up. What should I say?
Quick!
There's only two options. Ask her about her family. Ask Louisa why she wanted to become a nurse.
I think
you
we
know
kind of
what?
already know why she wanted to become a nurse.
She did answer that around the kid question.
Yeah.
Of, like, I've always wanted to care for people and help people.
Children.
And contribute to children and give everyone the best possible medical experience they could have. Let's ask her about her family.
Sure,
I
why
feel
not?
like just grabbing one randomly on top of our head, we could family.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you want to tell me about your family.
Maybe you want to.
Say, did you have any siblings?
Her.
Did you used to have any siblings?
I love how delighted
In the
she looks.
past? She does.
She murdered all of them.
Louisa nods. She did have siblings in the past.
I have 6 brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest.
Your parents must
She
be
really
busy.
is supposed to be like the older sister / mom you want to fuck.
I think she
Like,
is really
damn.
the mom type. She's the mature girl.
Wow. I'm just
Wow.
dying.
That must have been tough, being the big sister and all, which you are clearly done doing.
I
'cause
love that he says big sis, not even
Uh-huh.
big sister.
He does. He
Big
says big
sis.
sis.
Like,
Also he is putting it in the past, going, I'm the oldest. You don't know how young any of those are. She could still be big sis to like a 2-year-old. You have no idea how far apart those kids are.
nope, no clue. You also are making a weird assumption about how old she is, or potentially how old her parents are.
And that everything is in the past. Again, you used to have siblings. It's all in the past.
It's a different age
It's
at
okay.
that point.
That must have been tough, being the big sis and all. I make the whole, arm motion with the fist, sort of
Yeah.
shucks, golly kind of motion.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, trust me, it was the hardest job ever, especially after both my parents died in a car crash.
And I had to raise all 5 of them myself.
It was-
Because being the oldest, and then they had 5 babies at once. So I just had to raise, quintuplets by myself as a 12-year-old. They didn't put us in community foster care though, or with any other
I
relatives.
kept us out.
Because I'm so competent. It was quite the experience.
It was amazing.
Oh,
Ah.
I'm sorry to hear that. And given that you're crying, it must still be a sore spot. Louisa is about to say something, but scoots back away from me to show that she doesn't want to be close to me about this. I mean, to give me a better look at her cute legs. I mean, she decided against it and leaned against the elevator panel, pushing every button at once.
Sounds about right. I almost gave up.
Oh, dear.
I-
Is this like a depression narrative?
Oh,
And you
boy.
considered, ending it all?
No, it's okay. It's what she's carefully calculated that will have the most effect on Mister.
Right. This is all a story. None of this actually exists anyways, because she tells different stories for each of her clients, depending on what will work best for them.
Yeah, she
just
kinda does.
like many good
But
sex
it's-
worker.
But it's easier to remember a sort of generic thing and then
Mhm.
just kind of adjust that as you go, like
For
a basic
individuals,
story.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have your basics in line of, tragic orphan who raised your 5 siblings.
12 siblings.
And your 900 siblings.
Well, that's fine.
It's fine. I was an orphan, but there kept being new babies all the time for no reason. My siblings kept getting pregnant, and I kept having to raise those too. It's fine.
I hate when people do that. It's fine. Okay. I was just having this flashback to recalling parents sometimes going, it'll be great once our kids just inadvertently end up having children at one point. It'd be cool. We could just raise their kids, and it would be awesome. And I remember my mom kind of talking about it at one point, being like, it'll be so much fun when you have kids, and I will be there, and I can help you raise your kids. And I'm like, you have literally no fucking point to your life other than to raise children.
And
You
also,
who
at the
almost
same
got
time,
a PhD.
you also just go, and they'll raise themselves. I have heard so many
Yeah.
families, including my good friend Scandals here, going like, it was so great, I wanted to have so many kids, and they would just raise each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we picturing here? Anyway.
We lived in a small seaside village to the north of here. This is so performative. Yep, I cannot believe that we ever really thought it was anything but.
It's okay.
Our lives were simple.
Aye.
Simple, but full of love.
I churned the butter myself. Oh.
Watching movies at night, trying to find good lines.
Yeah, making these, cute little stories, the most sympathetic, stories.
And after our parents passed away, our lives got rattled to the core.
That is such a statement.
And I guess we're out of time. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and having sympathy for me. If you have true sympathy, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also check out the Ko-Fi and the Patreon and the links down below. And I have been Scandal.
And don't forget to visit the Nurse OnlyFans because, both Louisa and Miki would really like some extra support there because sometimes working in a hospital, you just aren't paid for the emotional labor you put in.
You really aren't, as far as I understand.
And I have been Liz. And it was great playing with you. Bye!